Okay, so pursuant to Governor Baker's March 12, 2020 order suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law, General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 18, and the Governor's March 15th, 2020 order imposing strict limitations on the number of people that may gather in one place. This meeting of the Hubbardston Cemetery Commission will be conducted via remote participation to the greatest extent possible. Specific information and the general guidelines for remote participation by members of the public and or parties with a right and or requirement to attend this meeting can be found on the town website. No in-person attendance of members of the public will be permitted, but every effort will be made to ensure that the public can adequately access the proceedings in real time via Zoom. In the event that we are unable to do so, despite best efforts, we will post on the town's website a comprehensive record of proceedings as soon as possible after the meeting.
Okay. How'd you do that? How'd you send that little message? What did you just type that in?
In the chat. So Chad, you should be able to show your screen now. You should have a share options.
We're here's share. Okay. Put this right here. And then desktop.
Do you have to stay for the whole meeting, Laurie?
No, I'll be here and I'll have my volume on mute
All right.
in case you
You
need
see
me.
everything?
There you go.
Okay, so ready? You hit present. You're connected. Okay.
Oh, my.
They can see you. What do you say?
Thank you guys for coming. Can you guys hear me all right?
I can't
Yep.
hear.
We can see it, Chad.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the Eagle Service Project. I'm not looking at Chad.
Okay, but you can hear him? Say, can you hear him?
Can you guys hear me pretty good out there or no?
Chad, your video is off.
Hear him okay, though?
You can hear him fine, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Then that's good. All right, hit clear.
That's
Go
all
to
I
the
need
next
to
one.
know.
So talk loudly so they can hear you.
All right. So my name is Chad Pluff. I am 16 years old, actually in a half, 2.5 years old. I am also a Life Scout in Troop 22 Hubbardston. I have lived here all my life, and I've been in Scouts since first grade. After 11 years, I've almost earned my Eagle rank. I just need to finish my Eagle Service project, and I have been looking for ways so I can help the town look better, and I would like to help the Cemetery Commission. And I also have autism and a little bit of ADHD, and I also have a learning disability, which I struggle with sometimes.
Chad, slide. Chad, you still-
Okay.
How about let's do it on that?
No?
No, I need to do it in the headphones. It usually works.
Chad, you still,
Yep, we're here. Can you guys hear him?
we can hear you, yeah. We just, We couldn't hear anything there for a few minutes. He went to the second slide and then went quiet.
Okay. So,
So you could start projecting that slide again, that would be good.
okay, thank you. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Go loud,
So,
loud. Just read from the beginning.
so for my Eagle project, I'm proposing to lead a group of 8 to 10 people, including my scout troop and their families. We will improve the fence at the Pine Grove Cemetery by painting the old fence.
Chad, we lost volume. Chad, we can't hear.
Hear that now?
Can hear you now.
Say it loud.
Okay, so for my Eagle project, I have chosen to improve the Pine Grove Cemetery. People have passed fence to protect their residents. Thank you. So, area for the there are 31 white posts, including one post that's been tipped over and it might need repairs. It also has chip paint, some are cracked and breaking apart or corroded. Thank you. Some posts are leaning, and there are 7 granite posts with moss on them that might need to be washed. There's some coil chain that is still attached or broken or wrapped around the posts that might need to be fixed. And there's a lot of them scattered on the ground. And there's a lot of trash, like cans, glass, and wrappers are all over the road and parts of like the walkway. So if approved, I will need to put together a full list of materials, supplies, and tools, which is approximately 350 feet of black coil chain, which might actually be able to work. There are 28 sections between each post, white concrete paint. I may have to get that like Home Depot or something, and new bolts. That might be hard to put back together. So my responsibilities during this, I have to plan and lead the project. I will remind my volunteers to be respectful in the cemetery when working near the gravestones. Make sure people stay 6 feet apart because, well, we are in a global pandemic for starters. And stay in contact with the cemetery commission and ensure safety of all participants. So like, make sure you don't like have like a tool in your hand and make sure you don't like accidentally like, swing it and then hits a gravestone because we don't want that happening.
Will you back up to the
Which one?
material slide?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. To stop it now, I have 4 gallons of white paint,
All right, that's good.
and I'm pretty sure that that will take care of all the posts as far as that goes.
All right, but I don't know-
I did get a quote on 400 feet of chain because that's the way they sell it. It's a galvanized grade 30 chain. And I can get that local. Do you need the total cost to put in there, right, Chad?
Right, and I also don't know. I mean, question mark on the new bolts because I don't know like what's gonna happen if we like remove those because then the whole fence might just come right down, the whole post, and
Right.
catch it.
I have a Hilti drill to be able to drill those and put some anchors in and get some, I believe they're 1/4 inch eye bolts that would screw into there. So we'll be safe on that. I have those. That would just be a matter of bringing my generator down and doing that. Let's see. Paintbrushes, I figure we need 3-inch and 4-inch paintbrushes, probably 12 of each. maybe a few more, but they're not that expensive anyways. You can get them at Walmart for that, for what we're doing. As far as resetting some of the posts, we can do that with some pry bars. We have access to material to put that back in the other one back in the ground also. So we can get them pretty straightened up like you were talking about.
Yeah.
I will have to check on that first one that that's in your video, that's got some cracks in it, to see how severe those are. Because that would be something that we'd have to get a hold of some posts, which, well, I wasn't anticipating, but we still have time, but I'd need to get on that. So I'll have to check that out tomorrow. Raven, the
Yep, I'm here.
hi, the spray that we use on the memorial stones to take the moss off,
Yep, I got some.
so that we could
Yeah.
get some more if we needed it.
Yes, I mean, I got a good gallon of it at the plus a lot of moss can just be scraped off gently.
Right.
I just want to point out, if first of all, I can pop over there also and take a look at I can pop over there with David Melville, who's our gravestone guy in training, and he knows masonry, and he can also say if some of the cracked ones can be repaired rather than replaced.
Okay.
But I got to tell you right now that uprighting things like this, okay, that takes a team of people, and and they can't be 6 feet apart while doing it is the problem. It's physically impossible. So that may be a matter of that the actual uprighting doesn't get done by scouts or people who need to stay 6 feet apart.
Well, we have that there's one post that's completely toppled over that needs to be reset. That's something that maybe we could get into and get it done
Beforehand.
Scouts start.
Yeah, before it starts. Yeah, I can grab David Melville, and we can probably go over this week sometime and take a look
Okay.
at Pine Grove, and I can get back to you. So yeah,
Okay.
and
There are also a few of us that are having our vaccine. So by that time, like myself, my husband, and the Scoutmaster, Scott Carignan, at least the three of us would be fully vaccinated by then. So if we were to be near each other, then that part would be maybe okay.
excellent. What are we looking at for time on this, for dates, or have we set that yet?
Warmer weather when the ground isn't all soggy and mushy down there.
Then we're talking May.
At least May.
Yeah,
We
because
have-
April, the graveyards are a mud pit.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't do any burials till May. You remember 2 years ago, we had water in the digging,
Yeah.
so.
Yep. I'm Scott, and just so everyone knows, I'm the Scoutmaster. I know Paul knows that, but not everyone does. And I went up and met with the Pluffs, and we looked at the cemetery and the post yesterday. And there are a few closer to Hackala's side of things where it looks like there was a lot of washout coming down from the road and corroding sort of the bottom of those posts. You'll see it if you go look at it. And it's actually starting to affect some of the gravestones too. We don't have pictures of that here, but we were looking at some of the gravestones on that side, and that water is washing out there as well and exposing the bases. So I think over time you lose a lot of stuff on that side unless sort of something happens to the road there. I think the house across the street is up on a hill, and that water is sort of sliding down the hill right down across the street into the cemetery.
Okay. All right,
Yeah.
well, we'll have to address that. Perhaps Raven can give me a call when we can meet down there the day that.
Okay, can do
Okay.
that. All right, let's let the gentleman get on with his slideshow then.
Okay. Go ahead, Chad.
Did I already read the slide?
Yes, you did.
So responsibilities of the
Beneficiary.
beneficiary. I need to sign the approval proposal. I need you guys to communicate with me often, discuss all aspects of the project, make sure I understand your expectations and limitations. The Cemetery Commission will work with me to obtain, getting any permits or permission required. A representative from the Cemetery Commission needs to be available to the Eagle candidate to answer questions related to the project. And I need to read pages, you guys need to read pages 30 and 31 of the Scout Workbook that I have emailed you, navigating the Eagle Scout Service Project information for present beneficiaries.
What's your phone number, Chad?
Let me grab it.
New number.
Do you have, what's your phone number, Chad?
I got this. It is 978
Yeah. I'm sorry?
602
Yeah,
4445. There's 3 4s and 1 5.
okay, what's the area code again? 978, what, 6?
602.
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
Anytime. So my questions for this is, what is the budget for the project? Are funds available, or would you need fundraising or donations? Do you have materials already available? Will the Cemetery Commission purchase the materials? Would you be able to assist with repairing, replacing, straightening the leaning posts? And 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
And thank you for your time.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
back to questions for a second.
Go back one slide, please, Chad, to the questions so we can cover them.
Okay. All right.
Okay, Paul, budget, question?
Yeah, that's something that we're gonna have to put together as a commission. Materials, Cemetery Commission would purchase the materials. But again, that's something that we need to have a discussion about at a meeting. In fact, we could have it tonight because I have new business incorporated in that. And as we spoke a little bit earlier about the repairing, replacing, straightening the leaning posts, that's something that we will take care of. And check the ones that Scott's talking about, the bottoms might be eroded and may need to be replaced anyways. So that's something that I hadn't seen before. Just the one that was over.
Okay, I'm gonna say that before we have a meeting on that, I need to go look at the cemetery this week. So and I need to bring David Melville down there, and
Right.
Paul, you probably need to come down again.
Right,
So can we do a recon and then schedule a meeting on this?
yes,
All right, let's do it. I move we do that we do a recon and then we schedule a meeting to figure out budgets and look at our funds so that we can
Okay.
actually answer these questions.
yeah. Because it's not fair to Chad to say, okay, well, we're like half ready. We need to be totally ready. So
Right.
is that all right with you? Give us another week, set up another appointment, another Zoom meeting.
Is Pam there?
Yeah, she's here.
Okay, you need to vote, Raven.
Yep. I move that this is the course we follow.
Second.
Yeah, you moved, yeah. Recon and schedule.
Recon and reschedule a meeting.
Stop sharing.
Okay.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you.
So is that, Chad,
Lori, the
Will-
posting.
we'll get in touch. I'll set up another meeting. We should be able to figure this out. Probably,
Yeah, and Chad, I just want to let you know that we will absolutely deal with the uprighting of the posts. That will be. I'm the conservation director, and me and my team of people. That's putting things upright is our job. So that's we'd probably handle that and leave the issue of the painting and the chain and all the rest of it. Doing that stuff for your troop. Also, you need to understand that there needs to be a cemetery commission person present anytime that you officially go into the cemetery to do anything. You can't do that on your own. So whenever you and the troop is in there, one of us has to be there. So we will just let us know, and probably either Paul or myself or both will be there.
okay.
But you can't make changes without one of us there. That's the rules.
So if we look into the availability next week, this week, we should be able to get down there, correct? Raven,
Yes.
you just let me know. And
Yep.
then we'll set up a Zoom meeting as soon as we get it all together. Okay?
Okay.
So-
I'd like to. Yeah. I'll probably, let's see, I can probably go down Wednesday during the daytime, down to the cemetery. So I'll probably go down there like around 2 o'clock or something like that. We're supposed to have decent weather, I think.
Okay,
So we can schedule a meeting. Let's see. I'm working and using the Zoom Thursday, Friday. What about next Monday? What about a week from today? At any point during the day, I don't care.
okay, another 4 o'clock?
Another 4 o'clock is fine.
Next Monday's fine with me.
Yay. Okay, let's do it.
Chad?
Chad, is that something you could do? Next Monday at 4 o'clock.
Okay. All right.
What do you need to have him, what should he have ready? Just, you're gonna be providing him with the answers?
Yes,
Yeah. You don't have to have anything ready. We just need to recon and let you know where things are at and what's going to be needed. And so all you need to do is show up and get information. And if for whatever reason, Chad, you can't make it, we can email you the information.
Okay.
and then we can reschedule again so that you're included in our, how it's all come together, okay?
Yes. And again, thank you very much for wanting to help with this and being willing to do this. I think this is wonderful, and I think we all want to really help you get your Eagle Scout and
Yep.
get this done. So thank you.
Definitely.
If I could, just for a second for the committee, just
Sure.
to give you the process for this from the Boy Scout side of things. So Chad has a workbook that he'll be completing. That workbook starts with a proposal. It's a written proposal that will have to be signed by this committee. Need to be signed by 2 members, myself and our troop committee chair. It also has to go to the council level for their approval. So there's a series of approvals that'll happen with the proposal. Once it is approved, then Chad is free to work on it based on your permissions and his ability to pull things together. The approval process can take upwards of a month, depending on availability of the person at council, once we sort of have that proposal in good working order. What I've been doing, and I've done a number of Eagle Scouts over the years, is we sort of make sure we take care of it locally so it doesn't get to the council level and get rejected and come back. So
Yeah.
we may have a few renditions we'll have to go through to sort of tweak it, but I'll work with Chad to sort of make that happen. And once I'm sort of satisfied that it's all there, then I'll get it to you for your signature. Then our 3 signatures would be on that, and then councils would come last. Once he has it, he can work the project. He'll sort of, prior to the project, he has to come up with a project plan, and he'll probably share that with you too. It usually makes sense to make sure that is in good shape before he goes ahead and takes care of it. He'll do all the work. When he's done the work, he has to do an evaluation, and he has to bring that evaluation back to all of you. for you to review and make sure that you're happy with the way the project is completed, that what he proposed is actually completed at the end, and then you will sign off again. Once that is all done with your signature on that, his project is considered complete, and then he takes his next steps toward the Eagle rank.
Great. Okay.
Wonderful.
All right. We can take care of all signing out. We're just gonna get our figures all and
Yep.
everything going. Okay?
Okay.
I didn't anticipate, I didn't want to I wanted everything to be brought before us, not just to me. So that's the reasoning of why we have some empty holes that we need to fill in. I also didn't realize the posts were as bad as what they're saying they are. I knew that one was over. So we'll have to look at the other posts too to see if we're gonna have to replace, because that's gonna be something of where we gotta get a post to match what we have and this, that, and the other thing. As far as monies, what do we have to work with, Marcia, for Pine Grove? That's something that we've got to figure out. This chain is not, comes in a half a barrel, they call it. It's 400 feet long that it comes. It's something that will never be replaced again.
Pine Grove's got more than enough money.
Okay.
Good.
So these are things that we're gonna, we're still gonna have to vote on everything.
Yep.
As it comes together. We have to paint. We gotta get some paintbrushes.
Is the paint actually concrete paint, Paul, or is it just like ordinary paint?
It's heavy duty, all-purpose paint, the same stuff that was used at, as long as the surface is cleaned, it's the same that was used at, and again, we can look at it, make sure. I know it was the all-purpose. I got it before they went out of business up there in Gardner at the Lind hardware store, Lind
Right.
hardware store.
Right. Okay.
Lined, yeah.
So I remember when I picked it out, they said this will paint anything. So unfortunately, it may have painted anything, but it doesn't mean it's going to stay on. That wood was just way out of whack. Paintbrushes, to me, that's a $50, $60 item maybe to get the amount of paintbrushes we need. What else? I
And
guess
maybe-
the biggest thing is the posts, seeing the condition of the posts and what the ground looks like around some of those posts from what Scott was saying.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try to go down there. I'm gonna get hold of David Melville, and we're gonna get our asses down there on Wednesday, if at all possible.
Okay,
Day after tomorrow, and I'll probably be down there around 2. And if Paul, if you want to be there, then
Yeah.
then I can call you before I leave
sure.
and meet you there, and we will take a look at this, and we will see what the situation is and how bad it is, and what needs to be done with it.
Are you
Yep.
vaccinated, Reagan?
No, I've been desperately trying to get an appointment for 2 weeks now, and they're scarcer than hen's teeth, and there's giant waiting lists.
Wow.
Try the CVS in Worcester on Park Ave.
Okay, I've been trying all over the place, and they from online, and they just keep saying there's no appointments. So
Try CVS in Worcester.
CVS in Worcester. Okay,
Worcester,
I'll
yeah.
check with them. I'll check with them, see what they got.
Okay.
Because not that I don't want to do it.
Wow.
No,
Just limited.
I know how difficult it is. Yeah.
So that takes care of that until we figure out some of that stuff, what we're gonna need for money. I think the biggest cost will be the chain, which I knew before, but I wasn't sure. In fact, this price is cheaper than any place I got. And it's from St. Pierre Manufacturing in Worcester on
Okay.
Mountain Street near the, is that East Mountain Street? Just before Route 70 when you come down.
St. Pierre?
Yeah. And they sell to the public. And he gave me a discount to get it. I just got to give him a week's time just to make sure that they have it in stock. Otherwise, it's a week to get it out. Now,
Okay, I got a question, and that question is, he mentioned on his list, he mentions like, making sure permits are signed. What permits do we have that
Us.
would need to be signed? I mean, should we
Us
write up a permit?
voting. That's it. Us voting on it.
Okay.
It's like we can't be overruled.
Okay, do we need to write something up for that purpose that can go into his Eagle
You want me
Scout
to write,
paperwork?
we'll write up a proposal for, I'll write up a permit.
Okay,
We'll write up a permit for
Well,
the,
just the minutes would suffice.
well, yeah, but we want something that looks official that he can put into his Eagle Scout paperwork so that, the council doesn't give him shit.
yeah, we get it.
Okay,
We'll give him a permit signed by all the commissioners. for the-
Okay,
Okay.
okay, sounds good.
So does that take care of that business right now?
Yep.
Okay.
okay, so Paul, you're gonna come back with the list of materials and
And price,
estimated cost?
yes.
Okay,
And that'll, be after Wednesday, in case we have to replace any of those posts. And I have to call around, see where I can get something. Pick up one on the side of the road somewhere. So, yeah. It takes care of that. I thought it was just the one that we needed to get reset.
Well, we'll take a look and we'll figure it out.
Okay. All right, I'm moving on to actually, it's a piece of old business, and I need a vote, and I can't vote, well, I can't vote on it. So it's gonna be between you and Pam.
Okay.
I can't, let's see, how's it put? Has to be voted on that I can get paid hourly to put the veteran marker stones in.
Okay.
The way it was voted was, I believe that I brought it up. And I can't, and then I guess I voted because there was only two of us at the meeting to accept that I could get paid for putting the veteran marker stone. I guess that's a little,
Little hinky.
yeah,
Little hinky.
yeah, well,
Okay.
yeah.
so somebody move to pay Paul Sweeney.
And it can't be by the job. It has to be hourly, which still comes out about the same because they all take about the same amount of,
What rate do you want hourly?
oh, I don't know. I don't want to be greedy.
Well, come up with a number that isn't greedy.
Well, I figured the way it's gonna come out close to what I was getting is gonna be 20 an hour.
Okay,
Okay, I move that the Cemetery Commission pays Paul Sweeney an hourly wage of $20 per hour to deal with the veteran stuff. To deal with
Yeah,
the
second.
the stones.
Okay, I second it.
And
All right,
please add in there that I also will get reimbursed for any costs that I incur putting them in. Which
yes,
means
all right.
not,
He will get
I'm
reimbursed
not
for
buying, I'm not
costs.
buying sand or anything, but it'll be for the different, like the bronze markers, I'm using those cement things. And
Okay,
and that has to be
cemetery-
included also.
yes, the Cemetery Commission will reimburse Paul for any expenses that he incurs in the putting up of the markers.
Okay,
Good.
thank you. Now, that takes care of that business.
All
voted?
right,
Oh, we gotta vote. You guys gotta vote.
all in favor?
Aye, aye.
Thank you.
Done.
Okay, now. Once again, I tried to beat Travis up over that corner marker stone. I have a firm price of $163 for that corner marker for Correa down in, because it's a rare granite. It's like Bermuda plum or something out there. And the total price is $163. And I think told you it was gonna be like 138. So I need a vote that we're gonna pay for that when it comes in.
Okay, Raven, you do your thing, I'll second it.
Okay, I move that we pay the $163 for this stone. And
Yes, second it. Aye.
okay, voting. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Where are you gonna get this marker, Paul?
It's through Family Monuments
Family Monuments, okay.
up in Gardner.
Sounds reasonable. And I realize the cost of markers has gone up, or so I've been told, because there are more dead people.
Can you see?
The cost of death is coming up. Kind of awful thing to say, but the cost of death has gone up.
It's like 6 inches tall. and
This
4
is a evergreen marker, cemetery.
Cemetery, yes. For
Evergreen.
David Correa.
Hmm. Okay.
Trust me, I've been browbeating Travis and tried again today. And he was like, he says, well, you guys wrecked it. Technically, you should pay for the whole thing. It was a no-go, went silent.
Yeah.
I should have done it. I should have done it with Ryan in the meeting. altogether.
Ryan's off to the National Guard, I think,
Yeah, I
right now.
know. Well, I should have done it before then. I had enough time. It started in the summer. I should have.
Yeah, well, Travis knows you got money and he doesn't, so.
Oh, yeah. If I told you about one of the trucks down there, you wouldn't believe it. They couldn't send it out to get it fixed. So they've been fixing it for a month. And nobody's a diesel mechanic down there because they usually are able to send them out to get fixed. Today they got it running. So, but anyway, I don't have anything else at this time. I do have some sales coming up when the weather gets good to walk around with some people. I told them probably most likely could be May. I do have a cremation that will be scheduled for possibly June. And I think that's about it.
Okay. Yep, we got out to the cemetery 3 times last year and did some did some various and sundry uprighting of stones. And oh yeah, I should bring something up. I need to order another load of crushed stone. I'll be as soon as I'll spring for it and get reimbursed. I'll bring the receipt to the cemetery commission.
Okay.
If we're still on Zoom, how do you want me to handle that, Paul? Mail it to you or mail it?
Get
to
it
the
to me
town?
somehow.
Get it to you, Marcia. Okay. All
You
right.
you can actually, if you're uptown, you can put it in an envelope. Do you have other receipts that you need to be paid for?
No.
Tenpenny?
No, but I wanted to just let you know before I go ahead and order the crushed stone.
Okay,
How much will it cost?
Oh, it's like 100 and something. I think per yard, and I'll get a yard of it. It's for the uprighting of more stones when we get to the when the ground is hard
Which
enough.
cemetery?
Which cemetery? This is Rural Glen.
Okay.
Because whatever cemetery you're gonna be working in.
Yeah, I mean the
you know that
first
we've got
the first thing we're going to be doing is Rural Glen.
Right,
Once the ground is something that's not going to be, once the ground is solidified, David Melville just picked up a jacklift that will lift up to 4,000 pounds very easily. So
wow.
we will be able to upright that birthday cake in Rural Glen before it falls off and smashes.
Wow,
which
yeah,
we tried with people with poles and that didn't work. So now he's got a machine that'll do it.
okay.
So, but we can't do that till the ground is
That's good
hard.
and solid, yeah.
And we're gonna need, it's probably going to eat most of that yard of, or like half that yard of rock. I don't know. We'll see. It's
Okay.
this huge monument with different layers and they're not tight. They've got little pillars and it's just, I have nightmares about that thing. It's already tilted. I have nightmares about it. We've tipped it back a little bit, but it needs to be straightened. And it is so big and precarious
Yeah.
that, yeah, it's,
It is.
we're referring to it as the birthday cake. I think you know the one I'm talking about.
Yep. Yep, I
Yeah.
did.
But now we have a chance to do that. So
Okay.
I will be, over the next month, I'll be ordering that. Marcia, I'll get the receipt to you. And then probably May, we'll get to doing it.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Raven,
Yes.
if you order it with the, municipal, account number,
Okay.
because I can't reimburse taxes.
Right. Okay.
still- you
How
still have
do
that,
I,
right?
can you email me that number? Is that doable?
Yeah, let me find it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Paul's,
you don't
you
have to
got
do it
one,
right
Paul, haven't you?
Raven, I should have a card if you need something. That's something that if you want to come and pick it up, I might have one. The other thing is, where are you getting the stone from? Just curious.
Oh God, what's the name of I'm forgetting the name of the guy. It's right up in Ashburnham, the place, or
Powell?
Powell?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I
'cause the
think it
other option too, I don't know if the DPW would be able to help, but right down the road in Templeton is Graves, and they actually
Yes.
sell like all the crushed stone and stuff, and it's much cheaper. I
Okay.
want to say it's only like $20 a yard or more, depending on what you spend. But I don't know. I know that they've picked up stone for other jobs and stuff before, like around the center of town. So I don't know if that would be something that they're willing to do. That would save like $50 for delivery alone.
Okay. Sure. I'm obviously gonna check them out. How the question is, what's the easiest and most effective way for me to go about paying for this?
So
Well-
with Graves, we might have an account. That's what I'm wondering.
Ah, yes. Okay. Please do check and see if we have an account there, because that would be really simple.
I'll
Really
check
easy
with
to plan.
Travis tomorrow.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, check
'cause-
with that, Paul, because like I said,
Yeah, I'll
that
check
might
with
be,
Travis. That's a good idea. We could get it done. We could get, a few yards, whatever.
Yes. That
And,
would be wonderful. That would be absolutely wonderful if you have an account and it can be done easily like that, and then the paper trail is simple.
right.
That
Right.
would be
Okay,
great.
I will check on that tomorrow.
Yeah, because I mean, we have a good month to worry about this. We can't do it right now anyway, but by May, I would like to have a big old pile of crushed stones so that we can get back to the resetting of tombstones.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, bringing up another subject. I hope not to be a thorn. Have we heard any more about signs?
The signs should be ready by May and will be put up.
Okay.
So
Did we-
that
That's for
should be taken
Evergreen.
care of. Yeah, for Evergreen, yes. So, and we'll so hopefully everything has sort of been dead for a year for obvious reasons. And hopefully this spring everything will pick back up and we'll tie up all the loose ends. Let's hope. Let's hope.
Everything's
I'm
gonna
looking
happen in
forward-
May. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, we gotta wait on the weather, the weather is the weather. But I'm looking forward to a year of to a summer of actually doing more work out there, and it'll be great. I'm hoping.
okay.
Okay.
Anything
else?
I don't have anything else.
Okay.
Nope. So want to make a motion that we adjourn unless somebody has something?
Oh, sounds good. Seconded.
Okay.